Go again. Still trying to figure out the video camera and everything. Hello YouTube fam and fam. So last time that we were out here, I was going to show you how to build a birdhouse using scrap wood.
But we lost that imagery, so we're going to have to start off.
Well, we were trying to put that up. We lost that imagery. I'm still really new. I'm not computer literate at all. So this YouTube experiment is more complicated than I thought it was. I thought it'd just be like shoot a couple pictures and just post random things. Art orientated but random. And I thought that would work. But this is 2021, and if you follow me, you can probably understand what I'm going through. I use art to make money to pay my bills, like most artists. I'm a college student, and I am trying to put together my two majors. One is in art, and the other one is in psychology, a general psychology. My ultimate goal is to be an art therapist someday, or work in activities for not a nursing home, probably for the veterans. But with this COVID, everything's just kind of up in the air now. So I decided I'll still do the art thing because that's what I love to do, and I'll still post art and how to draw and how to do art, basically any kind of form out of any type of materials. But I'm gonna start gearing up to go gold prospecting. I'm also a prospector. I have a lot of experience gold prospecting. With these uncertain times, I need to make money, just like everybody else. So this channel is, dedicated to anybody that wants to go and get gold and get out of the system that you might be in, whether to do it as a hobby or an avenue to make money. I'm going to be prospecting. I'm going to do it legally, so I'm going to have help probably. I think I have to go down to the BLM and register for a claim license, or to be able to use any of the Colorado waterways to get gold panning, kind of as a hobby. But I want to step it up, so if anybody gets a hold of this and has a claim in Colorado, I would be interested in working that claim, probably with quite a few other people that want to join in, Tony especially, because that's my homie, that's what we do, and go and get gold. I've seen a couple places online, but I'm poor and I don't have the money to go and buy a gold claim. So if there's a way that I can work one and make it profitable, I'll do more of these videos. The first one that we're getting geared up to do is building building a couple pieces of mining equipment, and I'm just gonna take you a little bit around the yard and show you what I got. Tony, if you do watch this, which I'm probably gonna put on
Facebook,
and Instagram or whatever, I need some metal framing. and that metal framing that four-wheelers come on that you have in your backyard, a couple different sets. Um, I need one, and this is why. So over here I got these barrels. I go to an auction, or used to go to an auction every Saturday. It's closed down. So a shout out to Bobby and I forgot the new owner's name. They should really open that back up. It's an open air auction. So I got these barrels. One has diesel in it. One is empty. I want to mount this barrel on that frame, and I'm gonna cut holes in. I'll put a couple paddles on the inside, and I'm gonna have screens here. Probably, I'm thinking probably 1/2 inch. Haven't quite decided. Colorado Gold is really small. I mean, like super small. Flower gold. I want to build a trommel, and then out here, I still need to get some actual miner's moss, the blue stuff. Shout out to Freddie Dodge, and shout out to Keen, because it works for the flower gold in Colorado. Underneath that, I have a couple of these plates. I've been holding on to them for a long time. It's a crash pad where you throw, as you're scooping, if you have a shovel, you throw it. This is the first mat. Some people call it a crash pad, some people call it a deposit pad, some people call it has many names, but it's the first contact in the sluice box. I do have random metal all over the yard to build my sluices. Like I said, that's for the top rung, and it's set up like V-matting, but it's more flat, and it's very successful in getting the flower gold here in Colorado. Not the super specs, so I'm trying to figure out the super spec part, which is miner's moss and whatnot. So that's my first couple levels in one of these boxes. I actually have a classifier, and I have a pump. I have a ton of parts and pieces that I think I can make
And a welder. You have a welder.
welder. I can weld, crazy enough. I mean, I'm not like my brother. My brother's a master fabricator. Love him to death. It's crazy. Over on this side of the yard, I got this type of screen. I have 1/2 inch screen. I have 1/4 inch screen. I have, I think I use my 1/8 inch screen, so I'll have to look in the shop that's full of stuff and find that. Over here, I got expanded metal braiding. I think this is a 1/4 inch. But I got big enough pieces so that when I do build my sluices underneath the trommel, that they'll be a good width that we can hopefully be productive. And I think along with this channel, I'm gonna try to figure out how to open up a club, a prospectors club. Mostly guys like me that are do-it-yourselfers and are artistic in a way and can build and hopefully make gold mining profitable. Let's see what else. Shout out to Dan Hurd. He does a lot of videos about mining and different types of mining equipment. Good guy, good channel, very knowledgeable, I'd like to do a collabo with those guys. I know that he's up in Canada, but I think he would be knowledgeable enough for the Colorado Gold here. Let's see, what else? Tony, I really need parts and pieces. Hit me up when I email you, or however we do this, the YouTube. And in the description I'll send a link for Dan Hurd's channel, because he is super knowledgeable. So if anybody out there wants to learn about certain types of mining equipment, you can
Look at
learn
his
from the
page.
best. Look at his page. A lot of
Channel.
the things that he's done his channels about, like the magic bowl, the blue bowl, I would like to do something like that, but on a much bigger scale. So the blue bowl idea, I'm trying to find like a watering trough, probably about 2 feet wide. So if anybody out there has a watering trough about 2 feet wide and about a foot deep, maybe even a little bit longer, it doesn't matter. I'd like to make a giant, it's a classifier really, but I'd like to make a giant blue bowl. So one that is stream powered, and I kind of know how to do that. It's a reduction of pipe size to a hose to the top of the blue bowl. So when I'm out in the field, I can use it, and I'm not breaking any laws if I'm in the stream using a blue bowl to get gold. There's a lot of, they don't like to see your pumps or anything like that in the water. Even though when you're pumping it out, a lot of the time, especially when we were up on Gunnison, we were actually making the water better, pumping it out, running it through our equipment, straining all the nastiness out, the old mercury from the old miners and stuff like that, putting an actual better product back into the river eventually, kind of straining it out, cleaning it up. I think we should be doing a lot more of that to clean up the environment, especially in the areas where the old timers put mercury and cyanide into our rivers, or leached into our rivers and killed fish. And there's some parts of the river there's no fish at all. It's dead. Even plant life is dead. And anything that drinks from that water dies. That's sad. And if we go out there, mine those areas, get gold, and clean up the environment, I think it'd make me happy. I think the tourism for Colorado will get kind of a pick-me-up, I see a lot of tourists come, especially Grand Junction, bicyclists and stuff like that. And they come here, and we take them to certain spots that, Grand Junctionites are the only ones that know, kind of hidden spots, like the one behind Devil's Kitchen, or up on the Flat Rock. There's a couple hidden little gems up in there. And you go to these places, and when you get there, it's trashed. There's trash everywhere. If a group, miners or just enthusiasts, would go and clean these areas up, it would be more attractive to tourists. They're not going to show up to a place like the Roller Dam up in Orchard Mesa, where there's more trash there than there are trees. It makes this town and the outskirts
Icky.
More beautiful if
No,
we're cleaning it up.
all of it's icky though right now. It's trashed.
I mean, we did a trip out there, and I think we must have pulled a couple 100 pounds of trash. And
You know what's fun though is that we did that, and the other people that were around saw us do it, and then they were like, "We'll do it too," and they started picking up trash. That was fun. That was a good moment
Yeah,
to see.
reaffirmed my faith in some humans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was still a pack mentality kind of thing,
Right.
or a herd mentality. They saw us doing it, and they were like, "Oh, we'll do that too." And that was it. You know, it all
It
depends
was
on
nice.
the
The more
people.
trash that we get out of there,
The better.
I don't care if it's herd mentality
Well,
or
tell them about
whatever.
the fish, the catfish,
Oh, the catfish?
the tarp, with the catfish.
Hmm.
Remember when I found that?
Alright, so we're walking through, swimming. We went to the OM, went swimming, and we're walking through, and you get tripped up on a fishing line. And so she started pulling the fishing line, and it wasn't attached to no pole. It was just a big wad of line. But as she was wadding it back up so we could throw it away, she caught a, I think it was
A tarp. Remember, it
a
was a
carp?
tarp. A tarp.
A tarp.
Remember, it was a plastic giant tarp
Oh,
that it was connected to.
It was connected to a giant tarp. We got that out of there, and it was nasty, nasty. But as she's putting this all together and wrapping up the tarp with this fishing string that she keeps pulling on,
And
she pulls it out, pulls this. I'm not sure if it was a carp or a bass
it was a catfish.
or catfish, but
It was connected to the fishing line.
It was on the hook.
Yeah, it was on a hook.
It was so sad because if we weren't there cleaning up, that fish would have died.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know it was just a catfish, and there's thousands of catfish, but
you know,
poisons, toxins from the carcass and stuff. It was
uh,
still sad to see it. It was
right.
like this animal was suffering. It was an animal.
yeah,
And I'm not against hunting or fishing or any of that, but I'm against doing it the wrong way. There's a right way and a wrong way. There is.
Right.
You don't want to make something suffer. Come on, you don't want to suffer.
Anyways,
Sorry.
to get back on the subject,
Cleans up the environment.
we want to clean up the environment and
Make money while we do it.
Make money while we do it. Getting gold and making Colorado, a lot of the special places around Colorado, beautiful.
Again.
Free of trash. If it has, from the old miners, mercury and lead in the water, by mining we can get that stuff out. Especially the mercury, because it'll settle in the riffles, attach itself to gold. And so this is a shout out to everybody and everybody. And this is a long 20-minute video. So if you stuck to the end, awesome. I just want to say thank you for viewing this and sticking around. And if you're interested in gold prospecting, subscribe this channel, and I'll give you updates on the different things that we're trying and different places that we'll be able to meet. And I'm gonna go for the prospecting thing. Might as well. I'm here in Colorado. Might as well get gold. Anyways, love ya. Care about ya. Find a like and subscribe. Hit the thumb uppy button or whatever.
Hit the notification bell so that way you can see when we upload new videos.
Yeah, and we will. And I think that's all for today.
Please comment and let Ben know he's doing a good job, and let us know what you want to see. Give us suggestions. If there's something you want made and you want to see how we do it, please, by all means, tell us. We can't do this channel without you, so we need you. And please, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and
peace.
Peace.